Okay, Chris, wonderful class, excellent computer. There was no huge time latency gaps there. It was really cool. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to show you some quick techniques you can use that's going to help with the playing, which is going to help you to do more and to be a bit more comfortable when you're playing. Okay, so I'm going to work in the key of G. Um, I think I might have shown you this method, but if I didn't, just kind of watch what I'm doing. I'm going to go into the G major scale. We're going to start on the third fret. The very basic format that we worked with was 3 5 2 3 5 2 4 5 2 4 5 3 5 2 3, right? The E string is the same as the E string on the top, the first and the sixth. So I'm going to move my middle finger up to the sixth string third fret. And I'm going to put my pinky there instead of the middle finger. And I'm going to use the nut of the guitar, this part, as a fret. So I have 4 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And now I have a pentatonic. Got that pentatonic there. Now here's what I want you to pay attention to. Those 4 frets that you have for the pentatonic, there are also 4 frets that you have for a natural minor. It's 4 frets that you have for a harmonic minor. And it's 4 frets that you have for a diminished if you wanted to do so. You've got that there. And then you have the pentatonics and the variations of the pentatonic. You've got that there too. Now, if you get tired of that, you can change the whole mood of the song by just reverting back to your major scale. You know, you can go right back into that, and then I just added some tension notes in there, but you can do a lot just by using, you have 4 frets here, and then you have 5 and 6. You could use, so you have like 6, no, I'm sorry, yeah, you could use 6 frets because you can use that the nut there as a fret as well, just like an open position. Um, okay, so showing you that, watch this. You can go anywhere on your guitar. You can go to, let's do uh, B major. Let's do a B major. So I'm doing, right, and then I put my pinky there. Right? Right? So you could do a lot of different things there, and you're only using 6 frets. Right? So you don't. I'm showing you this because sometimes when we're used to using all the modes, when we have to switch a spot, if the key changes, sometimes that gets a little intimidating because it's very easy to make mistakes because now you're in a new position, right? And it's like, oh, I can't do all those things that I'm used to doing, right? So this would be an easier way of going into that. Um, just knowing, just using 6 frets um, to say what you need to say and to really get the point across. All you need is really 6 frets. All right, here's the other thing about the pentatonic when we're working on B. I'm sorry. So when we're on B major, and I count 4 frets back, I'm on the G sharp. The G sharp pentat is going to be my pentatonic. So if I'm there and I'm in, that pentatonic also holds those other scales you can use. But if I'm using a natural minor, guess what? That's your sixth mode of the C major scale. So you're doing a C major pretty much. You're just starting in a different spot, of course, right? You're starting on your sixth position. So you could still play that as a major scale and not have it sound like it's a minor. So you would just do that by starting on your pinky instead of starting with your index finger. So you're going to start on your, if you're doing a natural minor, it will be your third note. And that's all you're doing, right? So I'm showing you that just in case you don't want it to sound like a minor, right? And you want to keep the same major key feel of that scale because you may be doing jazz or something like that, and you want to. That's what you can do. All right. Here's another trick. All right. No one mode or two modes that surround your most comfortable mode. All right. So here's what I mean. I'm going to start in the pentatonic. Okay. I like to start on the basic form. The basic format is A pentatonic. Here's the trick. I also like to do the mode before it, and sometimes I'll do the mode after. So know a mode before and a mode after the position that you favor, right? Because if you have to change your position, you might not, you'll be familiar with where you are wherever you are. You might not want to do the entire mode that comes before or after your familiar mode. But what you have is you can use one string to kind of use as a mode of comfort, right? So if you're going, let's say I'm doing a B pentatonic, or let's say an A sharp pentatonic. What I did there is I'm so comfortable with the mode before and the mode after, I know it's a whole step there, and I could go back there and a whole step over, right? Right? So it's just, it's like a safeguard, right? And it helps for your reference point, all right? Because a lot of times you don't want to be restricted to just if you have to change positions and stuff and you're not familiar with, it's like a key that you wouldn't normally play. If you're doing a pentatonic, if you know positions, like it doesn't have to be two positions, it's just one, it could be on one or two strings. You can get your point across, right? But it would be wise to know the entire mode, like get familiar with the entire mode, the pattern before and the mode before and the mode after the position that you like to play in, right? The best, I think for me, the best way to do that would be, the easiest way is to start off with your pentatonics, right? The trick with the pentatonics is always remember the pentatonic can actually hold the more specific scales in it. All right. So once you get to that point of understanding that, the pentatonic holds your natural minor. Just start off on the third note of your natural minor, and that will make you play it as though you're going to be technically playing the major scale that the natural minor is part of. Right? So if I'm in the key of C, and I'm playing an A pentatonic and I want to switch up to an A natural minor, if I start off on the third note of the A natural minor, that's a C, right? So the third mode of the natural minor, or the third note of the natural minor scale, that's the actual major scale. If you start off on that, you're just playing the major scale as is, and its correct order. So instead of A, if I start off on C, guess what? I just played that in a natural minor position, but I just started off on my third note of the natural minor, which is the major scale that the natural minor is part of. Okay? If I play the natural minor on A, you know how that sounds. Right? So I start on the first note, right? So there's these different tricks that you can do, and I'm on my sixth string, so my pinky is there when I'm doing all that, and all I have to do is switch my pinky with my middle finger, and then I have the C major scale, right? So I have those 6 frets again to work with. If I'm doing a pentatonic, and I know the position before and the position after, right, or the modes before and the modes after, you've got a whole lot of things here. Then you've got three, you've got 2 more frets other than the 6. You have 7 and 8, right? And you have your 6 right there, right? So you have 8 frets that you're playing with from that point. So, and that alone kind of looks like you're covering a good portion of your guitar. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on there. So I'm telling you all of that so you can play around with those concepts and challenge yourself. Say, you know what? I think I want to play in a D sharp major. Well, what pentatonic would that be? You use that method, and then instead of playing pentatonics, you're playing the other things that the pentatonic space would hold: natural minors, diminished, harmonic minors, and then play around with knowing before and after the pentatonic scale, the mode before and the mode after that basic shape, right? Okay. So anyway, if you have any questions about this method, just leave a comment or contact me through the email. All right, because I know it's kind of tricky, but I hope you get this, because this will help you a whole lot. Believe me, it's very easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, thank you very much, and I can't wait for us all to start the project. It's going to be really cool. All right, thank you very much. God bless. See you next week.